I believe there is still huge hope for the no side, in particular for working people right across this country who realise that their actual salaries are under threat in relation to the Lisbon Treaty if it is ratified. And that has been one of the points that has been brushed aside, that people's wages are under threat, and that is something I think that everybody in this country is worried about at the moment, and they would think it unwise to ratify a treaty which puts even in further jeopardy people's basic standard of living.
Fifth reason is most Europeans have not been given a vote. There have been many polls, amongst others in Germany, showing that 77% of German people want a referendum on this treaty. We have had ex-Commissioner McCreevy, who said that 95% of countries would have voted no to the treaty, and there have been an independent poll showing that at least half of EU member states would have rejected the treaty if they had been given a vote.
When I accepted to come, it is because of this massive manipulation and this massive amount of interference we see from the EU Commission and from the official EU, using our money, my money, your money, to follow a clear yes vote, without telling that there is a lot of people who, if they have got the chance, would have voted no.
The Czech Republic is a country which has not ratified the Lisbon Treaty, because last year, after the Irish no in the referendum, the Czech President Václav Klaus refused to ratify, to sign the treaty, because he didn't want to join the pressure on the Irish people. And it was exactly the same in 2005. After the French no, the Czech Republic stopped the ratification process because the Czech Republic respected the result of the French referendum. In the same way, President Klaus respected the Irish no in your referendum.
In Sweden, the treaty was ratified by 80% in the Swedish Parliament, so 80% majority. But if you break it down in opinion polls, a majority of voters in every single political party, apart from one, are against the Lisbon Treaty.
The treaty creates also powerful institutions as an EU president and an EU foreign minister. And unlike now, there will not be a possibility for veto rights of member states. So if the Irish government doesn't want Tony Blair to become EU president, they will not be able to block him.
As it was correctly said, there was a planned referendum in September 2005 after Holland, the Netherlands and France said no. There was a planned referendum, but this referendum was cancelled. Why was it cancelled? It was very clear why it was cancelled. Because there was a clear majority who would have voted no.
Ireland will under Lisbon, it will lose 40% of its power to block EU legislation, and that's obviously a bad thing, because if you have even more regulations coming from the EU, an economy is less flexible to adapt to the crisis.
I was very surprised when I arrived yesterday and bought newspaper here, and I found this EU-funded supplement full of misleading information and explicitly citing the yes side. I think that we can hardly call your campaign fair or even democratic, because, as my colleague said, we as taxpayers in different EU countries had to pay for this and other advertisement by the EU siding the yes side.
And from the moment, the day after the election have happened, then they start to try to get rid of this opt-out. We have seen that in Denmark. We have, for example, concerning the euro, we are not a part of the eurozone. The Danish population said no to the euro in '92. The Danish population, by referendum also, said no to the euro in '93. The Danish population said no to the euro again in 2000. And now they want to have a fourth referendum in order to force the euro through. I can assure you, we will say no again. But have no doubt, there will be a fifth and a sixth and a seventh referendum.
The German Constitutional Court said that the status of national parliaments is considerably curtailed by the reduction of decisions requiring unanimity and the supranationalization of police and judicial cooperation in criminal matters. So these are legal experts showing that national parliaments are becoming weaker under Lisbon.
In the Lisbon Treaty is a paragraph about improving military capabilities. There is a solidarity clause, and as said by the former speaker, the only way to stay away from that position is to have an opt-out, which is totally different from having a guarantee, such has been offered, as has been offered to the Irish. A guarantee is not a legal binding instrument to stay out of the military paragraph. So the Irish neutrality is at stake.
The Czech people would probably vote no if they could. I can show you an opinion poll organized last year in the Czech Republic, according to which most of people said that the Czech Parliament should not give its approval for the Treaty of Lisbon.
Vote no to something coming from the EU elite, because then you will have the chance to vote again. But if you vote yes, then you will never have the chance to vote again. Then it will be settled and there will be no possibilities to change it.